Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Happy Hump Day. Hope everybody's enjoying their Wednesday. Hey Tanya McNeil, I figured I'd pop on real quick, child, and do some commentary. Hope you guys have been enjoying your day so far. I hope that you guys have been enjoying your week. Hey True, J True, how you doing? I know I have. It's been kind of busy around here, but I have been enjoying my week. So don't want to hold you guys too long. I'm sure and they say there's nothing going on in the beef sector. Child, I disagree. Hey, Miss Royal, how you doing? I disagree, child. I disagree to the 10th power. Hey, Kim, you at work? But thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate y'all. I realize it's been a couple of days. I think the last video I did was like maybe Friday or something like that. I don't know, but child, I be having something. Real life happens. Real life happens, right? Child, so let's talk about it, right? So, uh, I was gonna come on today, hey Pandora's Box, and talk about something else, but I'm gonna talk about this. So, evidently, we have a new thing going on in the sector. Whereas if you don't like somebody that's on a panel, you could pay money, you could cash out the content creator to remove the person from the panel, right? Hence the title of the video: a fool and his or her money are easily parted, right? And the reason why a fool and their money is easily parted, one reason why, in my opinion, is because of things like this, right? So I got a comment under one of my community wall posts that said, "Have you heard the tea?" And I was like, "No, what's the tea?" Right. So anyway, the comment was from Rita, the baddest roaster, right? Y'all know Rita, right? And so she went on and told me a little bit what was going on. And I was like, "Oh, let me go check it out." Right. And so I can understand why Rita finds this thing very interesting, because I do now. I don't know if she finds it interesting because of this, but how many, put a one in the chat if you can remember when people used to be on Rita about asking for cash apps, right? Everybody used to have something to say about Rita asking for cash apps, right? And but Rita was providing, in my opinion, Rita was providing entertainment, right? So she had every right. You remember J Truth, right? They always had something derogatory to say about Rita asking cash apps, right? Oh, Rita getting a cash out for this, and Rita begging for cash apps, and Rita, and cash app, right? So at least she was doing roast and gags, right? You know, she used to do skits and dress up and everything, right? So at least she was providing entertainment to me. That was entertainment to me, because she would dress up, put her wigs on, and dance around and just do her thing, because that was entertaining. So I don't see anything wrong with Rita asking for cash apps, because she was doing her thing. She was acting, right? That's actual entertainment, right? So, but nowadays, fast forward to this day and age, the entertainment evidently is a panel, right? You don't have to do anything for the cash app, but if somebody done, instead of clicking off the channel or the video because you don't like who's speaking and like coming back maybe when they're down, people are paying $5, $6, $7, $800, $1,000 to to have these bidding wars to get somebody off the panel. Hence the title of the video: of food and his or her money are easily parted, right? So from what I understand, somebody cash app Pizarro some money to remove, I guess, Jay Dunn or Lex or whoever it was from the panel, right? Not Lex, but Ness from the panel, right? And so they cashed out the money. I guess it was $500 or $600 or something like that. And Jay Dunn went up there and flexed and said she can match that, and she cashed out the girl $500, right? So that right there is over $1,000. However it went, it's over $1,000. Now, number one, if you have that much expendable income in the first place, I mean, it is absolutely up to you if you choose to spend it on some stuff like this. But for me, it's foolish. Whether you got the expendable income or not, I don't understand that train of thought. And then for Jay Dunn to then go back and say, she felt like she was scammed because whoever's supposed to kept somebody out for a month, and then all of this and all of that, the variables. I'm sure that y'all heard it. Nevertheless, the issue is after you cash out that person's money and you didn't get what you wanted, then you want to turn around and say it's a scam. It's not a scam. You just a fool. You a fool. And then they said she was trying to flex on the other person. I guess her and the other person was having some bidding wars as it pertained to whose money was longer. Both of y'all or all of y'all seem foolish to me. In my opinion, this is foolish. Because why would you pay somebody, number one, to get off the panel, and then you get another person paying a large amount of money to turn around and keep them off the panel or get back on the panel yourself. I'm so confused by that. And what does that say about number one? Now, mind you, it wasn't a scam in my opinion, because if a fool is foolish enough to give you that much money in order to get somebody off the panel simply because you don't want to hear what they have to say, and it's not just Pizarro's panel either. I've heard it happen in a couple of panels. But if you're going to cash out that content creator that money, for them to do that, of course they're going to do it, right? So why wouldn't you accept the money? So that's not a scam. If you're doing it in the name of entertainment or, for whatever reason, and they take the money, okay. But then you can't turn around and get mad and try to lie to the bank and say that you've been frauded out of some money that you willingly gave because you didn't get because the outcome wasn't yours. No, that just makes you a fool. That makes you a fool. And it got so hot over there for I was trying to listen this morning. Nika said, well, shoot, let me go live and make me some money. Can you blame her? I mean, they handed out hundreds of dollars, maybe over $1,000, probably more, because you don't want to see somebody on the panel. Like, I'm like, damn, they paying more than Google. Okay. I'm gonna need some of that support from you nomads. Y'all slipping. Goodness gracious for life. But mind you, Miss Olivia J. Dunn did it the day before, and the amount was $100. Well, I heard it was. I heard she also gave her $100, but didn't she give her $500 last night? Because that's what I heard. And then the other person supposed to gave her $400, and then J. Dunn supposed to doubled it or whatever. Even if it's $1, you still a fool. For feeling like you want to pay somebody to get somebody off the panel for whatever reason because you don't want to screw them up there. And the content creator, they may keep them out for a little while, but they're going to let them back up there so they can make some more money. So you can pay some more money to get them off the panel again. You see how that go? But if people are going to do that, they're going to do it. The content creator got every right to take the money. I don't see the scam in it. This is a federal crime in itself because all a person can do is send the video to the bank and they will close the account quickly. Good afternoon. What's the federal crime that you mean? Jay Dunn is committing a federal crime by lying and saying that she was scammed? Because that's the lie. She wasn't scammed. She was not scammed at all. She willingly gave that money just like the other person did, and that makes you a fool. So, yeah, you're a fool. Period. It is foolish to do something like that. And what does that tell? What does that say about what the content creator feels about you people that participate on these people's panels? So if the newest form of content in the B sector is people, if is you, asking for a panel, getting a panel started, right? But to know that there's a price on your head, how does that make the subscriber feel when they click the link in the first place? Because especially when it comes to Pizarro, if nobody that is her content is panels, right? So you are participating in her content in the first place. But how does it make the panelists feel to know that if somebody in the audience doesn't um doesn't like what you're saying, or even the sound of your voice, you could somebody else can come along and pay to have you put down. So what does it say about what the content creator feels about you participating in their content, being a part of their content? Because make no mistake, the content, hey view, make no, the content is you. The panels are the content, right? And like I said, she's not the only one that does it, but it's not a scam, because if people are willing to do that instead of, but you can click off the video for free, just like you can click on the video for free. You see what I'm saying? If you don't like the person that's talking, just click off the video. You can do that for free, because times is hard. You got banks going out of business left and right, and all of this and all of that, and you call yourself trying to flex, paying all these hundreds of dollars, for a person, and then make it so bad the person that you're giving the money to, and no shade, I would take it too, because if they're offering it to you, you're supposed to take it. But the person is, you're funding a gambler and a drug user, and an alcoholic. So you're funding alcohol, weed, and gambling. That's what you're funding. That makes you a fool. And Jay Dunn, you are too old, and I'm sure the other person is too old, okay, to be partaking in some nonsense like this. And Jay Dunn, I don't mean no harm, but child, you are a nuisance. You are annoying. All right. There are several content creators that won't allow you on their panel because you're annoying. You troll people for attention, and you are annoying. And make no mistake, Jay Dunn is not the only one. Can somebody tell me what the world is wrong with Lovely Love? Woman, it's something wrong with you. You need to go get help. Okay? You and Jay Dunn, and there's several others. Like y'all need some medicine. Y'all need some medication, like for real. I don't even mean no harm. She was willing to engage in the battle of big bank, take little. Exactly. Like I said, hence the title of the video, "A Fool and His or Her Money is Easily Parted." And I made it is instead of R on purpose, child. Okay? I'm just saying. But if you're willing to do that, for whatever reason, you're a fool. Because we're all adults and we all have bills. Like, logically speaking, that don't make sense to me. But hey, if that's what you feel like you want to do, you got every right to do it. But don't try to say somebody frauded you out of some money that they didn't fraud you out of, because you lied to the bank, and I agree that is illegal. To lie to the bank when you willingly gave that money. Now you got a problem with it. Now you want to cry because you lost the, I guess, quote unquote, bidding war or whatever. That's ridiculous to me. And I don't even blame Nika for striking up her live and trying to get her some, what she call it, coffee money too. Can you blame her? Can you blame her? Like, some of y'all really done, you have to question your judgment and what's going on around here. But child, this is just my commentary. I don't mind commenting on it, child. I mean, we're all adults over here. Like, I can't imagine somebody giving up $400, $500, $600, even $100, even $50, just cause you don't like somebody that's on a panel. When you can click off the video until the person leaves the panel, that is weird to me. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay? But I mean, everybody got a right to support who they want to support. Don't get me wrong, and everybody got a right to, spend their money however they want to spend it. Just like I got a right to comment on it. And you just seem foolish to me. It's ridiculous. For whatever reason, it's foolish. But this ain't the first time. And hey, everybody that came in, this ain't the first time this sort of thing has happened. As far as funding adults, and it ain't the last time. Now, would I even feel comfortable doing something like it in general? No, it's a no from me. But everybody got a right to do what everybody got a right to do. I don't mind putting my cash app up and asking for support. But if I had a panel, if I was doing a panel, I'm gonna be offended as a content creator. If you asking me, if you coming to me and telling me, well, I'm gonna give you X amount of dollars to take this person down off your panel, I'm just not simply not made like that. But to each his own. Don't get me wrong. You know, well, that's right, view. She literally feeding the content creator. Okay, so I mean, I guess it's the new hustle to get you to. I mean, there's a price on your head though, and so does that go on forever? I mean, there's a fool born every minute, so I guess it could go on forever. You know, to each his own. But this is just my commentary, child. I ain't never seen nothing like it, but I don't know why Jay Dunn over there got a problem with something that she did on purpose. Don't lie. You shouldn't have done it. You know, it's horrible. Horrible. And then let me go on to this little part right here because I don't have to keep y'all on because, girl, this ain't really nothing to talk about. I said, let me go on and turn this into some content because I ain't talked to my nomads since last week. So it was very interesting to me, though. I was like, wow, wow, wow. Like I said, it's very interesting because people used to talk about Rita real bad when she used to be asking for cash apps. But she was entertaining. And so now you don't even have to be entertaining. You just have to strike up a panel, let somebody hit the panel that the person don't like, and they'll pay you to take the panel down. Okay. Next they're going to be paying to block someone after. That's true. I agree. There's a price on everybody's head in the B sector. Not at my channel though. I don't do that kind of thing. It's weird to me. But to each his own. If the panel holder, if the channel holder is willing to do something like that, that's on them. I can't complain about it, but I'm just saying, what does it say about what do you feel about your people that are joining the panel? What do you feel about that? Because they're a part of your content. Because if they weren't hitting your panel, not only would you not be getting cash out to get them off, you wouldn't have any content because your panels are your content. And what if people stop hitting your link? Because they don't want to get bidded down. They don't want a price on their head. You know. They do that over there. Bishop, but stakes was never that high. Child. Mm-mm. I just don't know. I wonder that she was doing too much a couple of days ago. She got smart with me, and now look, minus. Oh, you talking about Jay Dunn? Child. Jay Dunn, I'll be shaming herself. Did I hear her? I think it was yesterday. I heard her on maybe Nika's panel when Nika wasn't even trying to give her no energy. She she eventually took her off the panel because she was being really annoying and she was being a nuisance, and she didn't even have to get paid for it. She just didn't want to deal with her. you know you got if you want to be a nuisance, why don't you just do it on your own channel? Nobody wants to be bothered like that. It's ridiculous to me. Just a nuisance, just a whole grown woman, just sound like a fool. Her and Lovely Love most of all. Like I said, I'm sure it's others, but those two just really stick out for me. It's just really annoying. Why are you such a nuisance in general? That don't make sense to me. Hey Tisa, how you doing? But like I said, this ain't the first time, something like this to happen, and it won't be the last. Cause a fool and his money is easily parted. Okay? That don't make no sense. I am not going to pay to fund another adult, not only in bad habits, but I'm not going to fund, say I'm gonna give you $500 or $300 to keep this person off your panel when all I got to do is click off the video for free. I'm not going to fund you in your lifestyle. I'm not going to pay for you no pair of shoes. I'm not going to pay for nothing for your. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not funding grown people. It don't make no sense to me. You're a fool. But you got every right to be a fool if you want to. Every right to be a fool if you want to. Okay? And it's not foolish, and I don't even think it's foolish for the person that you're giving money to take it because you're offering it up. You ain't gotta scam nobody out the money. You offering it up to them. They done tries too hard to prove she has money. Rich folks don't give out. They sure don't. That's why they rich, because they don't give it out like that. Why do you have to prove your financial stability to anybody anyway? It's just like people come on here and brag about this and brag about that. Why? Prove to who? A person behind a screen that you don't even know? Rich folks use poor people's money. And you got that right. You got that right, view. I absolutely agree with that, child. Absolutely. Before I take, I know that's right, Tabby Cat. How you doing? Just hey, everybody that came in. Child, please. Honey, I ain't never seen nothing like it. But hey, if that's what you want to do, like I said, that's absolutely what you do. But you look foolish to somebody like me. That's just my opinion. Can you pay a channel holder to end their live? Is it possibly? Possibly, because everything is up for sale. You gotta, that the channel holder, even the channel holder, right? That's putting a price even on or even on the channel holder's head. But why would you pay the channel holder to end the live when they could just simply, when the person that's willing to pay, all they have to do is click off the video for free. It baffles me why folks pay to be disrespected. I have no idea. But that's what they're calling entertainment. But like I said, they used to complain about reading cash apps. At least she was providing entertainment with her skits and stuff. Now the only thing you got to do is fire up a live and drop the link. I guess that's entertainment. Okay, someone paid $100 for a wrench yesterday. Well, yeah, now people been paying for wrenches. I don't understand that train of thought either. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't even want moderators. That's another whole issue, the moderator thing. Just like Nika having that problem with her, that was it, pretty chocolate girl. You know what I mean? And then Nika noted that girl was playing in her face because that she noted that girl. I think SLTV wrote on her community. Well, I believe it was SLTV that the girl they were roasting, saying derogatory things about Nika in the chat, and the pretty chocolate girl was laughing. And then I think SLTV said the girl privated the video or whatever, but she got up on Nika's panel acting like it didn't happen, or even Nika didn't even address it. But the first question that I would have asked, if you're supposed to be my moderator, and I think Nika did ask her that, because Nika don't let people talk about her moderators. They do that kind of thing. And I understand she talked to the woman on the phone. Number one, why do you feel like I need to give you, I owe you an apology for people commenting about what's going on in the chat? And number two, if you're my moderator, even though you're a channel holder, why would you think it's a good kiki and a ha-ha because of something that you did? And why do I owe apology for something that you did? You was the one talking to the woman husband's on the phone. I guess this is income season. I guess income tax season. Everybody is trying to play rich, child. Well, let me tell you something. If I was a millionaire, me and my money would not be parting ways in that manner. Okay. If I was a billionaire, me and my money would not be parting ways in that manner because I am not a fool. Okay, child. I used to give to be blessing, yeah. But I see so many CCs taking advantage of the blessings they're given. So I've resorted to giving to the less fortunate in my community. There you go. Give your blessing to something that act to a person that actually needs it. Because we have so many less fortunate in this community. But you give it to a content, especially that content creator over there, and you know what she do. Like she smoke weed, she drink alcohol, she suck peen on camera because she was so high. I mean, not on camera, but on audio, and she gambled. She got a gambling problem. When she came back here and said the bank stole her money or whatever happened, she had a bank issue. She probably spent too much money at the casino and couldn't pay her bills. She has several addictions. Y'all are doing nothing but enabling a person's addiction. And as far as Jay Dunn goes, she just is plain. I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know if she got Asperger's. I don't know what's wrong with her. Not only that, folks sit around here and placate people that are clearly non-melanated, and you run around here and let these people tell you about your business in your community. They doing that around here too. They want to act like they're advocate for colorism, but they're a whole hybrid. They're a whole non-melanated person, and they talk to that person and let that people say stuff about of their own melanated people, and they know this person ain't melanated. There's a whole bunch of fools around here. That's all I see. There's a whole bunch of fools. That's why I hate to come on here and fire up a live stream. Don't make no sense to me. How the hell are you gonna advocate against colorism and you don't even have no color? And then you dang near be telling on yourself in the commentary. And then you got another chick that ain't even melanated. Well, she melanated, but she ain't black. And she come around here and say all of this derogatory racist stuff, but they love her too. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's a whole bunch of fools around here. That's why I don't like to do commentary no more. Not about this stuff. And the only thing, the biggest ticket going, is a whole bunch of foolery. Because nobody want to actually have another type of conversation anyway. And why bother? Okay. About it makes me feel good to buy groceries for a family who's struggling to make ends meet. Absolutely, or shoes to a homeless person whose shoes have holes in them. What I've been doing. Good for you. Good for you, Tisa. Good for you. Y'all, hold on, man. I'm gonna take this call. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take that call. I think it's y'all. Somebody hit the one if y'all could hear me again. I think it started out as clowning and became a hustle. Yeah, 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 absolutely. I have seen CC's asking and dropping hints about paying to drop somebody. Well, yeah, cause that's the new hustle around here. It's not a scam. You know what I mean? Thanks for letting me know that y'all can hear me. It's not a scam, but it is a hustle. And a fool is born. The only person you can hustle is a fool. Okay, that's the only person you can hustle is a fool. It don't make no sense. There are a lot of adults around here that not doing a lot of adulting, in my opinion. You know, and that's unfortunate. Like honestly, I ain't never seen nothing like it. But if you're gonna let yourself be hustled in that manner, of course they're gonna do it. You know, it don't even make no. I just I don't understand. And let me tell you something else I don't understand, y'all, real quick. Is it true? And I didn't hear this myself. Somebody let me know. Is it true that Tracy, a 50-plus-year-old woman, is wont to go to California and actually have a actual fist fight with what is that girl's name that lives in California? With Lady Snoop or something like that. Is that true? Cause I'm thinking, huh? I mean, people's mentals are really at risk here if that's the truth. I'm like, huh? Maybe she's just saying that because ew, that's not a good look. When you 50 years old, honey, you too old to be asking somebody to pull up. Are you okay? You too old to be asking somebody to pull up. When you 20 years old, okay, maybe, but not for no internet stuff. Like if it's an actual situation going on, like in your real world. But even if I was in my 20s and I heard there was boxing matches going on and all this for the internet, y'all, it's crazy. Josh, you better be careful. You never go to somebody hometown, right? And think you're gonna take off on somebody. You may not make the flight. Child, why would you even like? It's embarrassing for me to even. It's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed for the person that is even like wanting to do something. Even it's even coming out of your mouth is embarrassing to me. Let alone if you actually want to actually like do it for real. That's crazy. That's madness. Are you going through menopause and you're not taking your estrogen? Like, what is really going on here? I'm confused. These are adults. Chah, it don't make no sense to me. Fight for what? Why the world would I want to put my hands on anybody? Like, ugh. You know how much germs are going around these days? I'm like, oh my God, really? This is what we doing? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then you're supposed to be a grown woman. Here I come. You're supposed to be a grown woman at conducting yourself, and even if you online saying some stuff like that, don't you feel foolish? See, this whole video is about fools, okay? It's about fools. It's about the foolishness that I see going on around here. It's foolishness. What is wrong with melanated people? You know? And I agree that all skin folk ain't king folk, but y'all represent badly. Okay? Not even just in the B sector. You got people over there in what I call the old black sector. They got a whole Anglo female that's now the head of the black man's manosphere. You don't prop this chick up, these type of women up so long, that they think they can come. They did come, and one did come. A couple of them did come and took over your your conversation. So now you got this Anglo woman talking the way that black men speak derogatorily of black women and call herself advising black women. But you look like a piece of trash. Now that's going over there in what I call the old black sector. But that's another example of a fool. Like you have no type of pride or dignity in your own self. When you want to fight, when you allow yourself to be fooled out of your money, when you go over here and you speak so derogatorily about your own people to the point to where you allow hybrids to hijack your conversation about your women because you done prop this woman up to think she's something she's not, and now she's leading your campaign. That's ridiculous to me. It says more about the fool, in my opinion. Yeah, what is her name? A Pearly or something like that? Real stringy haired, unfortunate looking Anglo. I'm like, oh my goodness, is this really going on? Like, what is it? Like, these men are so emasculated to the point to where you got that going on? I can't even do commentary over her no more. It's ridiculous. I know that's right, Tisa. So, honey, save your funds for your travels, child. Don't be trying to bless nobody online. Do it offline, okay? Because the stuff is ridiculous, and it sounds like you're a person that's really got a big heart. But don't allow yourself to be fooled out of your funds because you got a big heart. Because you can't. Nobody's mouth is a prayer book online in the first place. So you really can't trust anything that's coming out of anybody's mouth, especially when it comes to money. No, it's not just us. Others doing it too. Social media brings it out of people. Yeah, no, it's not just us. But I'm talking about us because I am a melanated person. So I have to keep the focus on me because I'm not concerned about any other people, honestly. You know. Yeah, that's the person's name, Magnetic Scorpio. But please get that name out of my chat if you don't mind, because I'm not trying to give that person any type of promotion over here. But nobody don't have to speak derogatory about the black manosphere no more because they're doing it all by themselves, and that's what they get. Don't get me wrong; I don't feel bad for them. That's what they get. Idiots, just emasculated and defeated, foolish. And the reason why I brought that up is because we're talking about fools today. Okay? Because see, the money is not the only thing that people are being parted from, in these sectors today. Oh, it's no problem. I just don't want to get a person no promotion over here on my channel. But you didn't do nothing wrong. I just want the name deleted from my chat. That's all. Because I'm not trying to give her no promotion over here. She could do her due diligence over there. I just mentioned that because I've been seeing a lot of fools online. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why you didn't do nothing wrong, though. But like I said, you're foolish, and you're giving away your pride, your dignity, your self-respect, your money, just a whole lot of things. It's unfortunate. Like, I simply don't understand that train of thought. So you willingly falling for the hustle, not the scam. It's not a scam, because ain't nobody tricking you out of nothing. You being foolish and giving it away. All those things I just mentioned that are being given away freely, that is what I'm talking about today. Mm-hmm. It's not just the B sector either, and it's true. It's not just melanated people, but I'm surprised by melanated people because I'm a melanated person. Mm-hmm. That's true, Tisa. It's unfortunate. It don't make me sad. It just make me shake my head and say that's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But I just really would like to know how you guys feel as subscribers, because some of you guys down there like Tisa, you hit the panel. I know you're a content creator too, but you still have hit panels. I've hit panels before. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't do it anymore for a whole lot of reasons, and I really absolutely wouldn't do it now because I don't want to think that somebody's can bid on me like I'm a slave or something. It's a price on my head. You can bid 5 or 10 or 20 or $100, to knock me off the panel mid sentence or something. That means that the content creator doesn't appreciate me participating on their channel, on their panel, and their panel is the content. And then making it so bad when they come and fleece you out your money. I heard Pizarro over there this morning. She was getting a good little kiki out of it. She really was laughing at the people that gave her the money for doing that nonsense. And what else is she supposed to do? She's supposed to laugh at you. Food Junkie said, I say it all the time. You can buy away stupidity or misery. I know that's right. Money doesn't take away a sense of self-worth. You got that right. I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Like you said, all the outright begging while they are lavishing in their vices. It is disgusting. All that weed and marijuana and I mean, yeah, the weed is the marijuana, but the alcohol and the gambling, those are all vices. So you're enabling an addict. But the more horrible the train wreck, the more people support. So okay, people have been supporting madness and mayhem and chaos. Mm-hmm. They was proud to say they was making for cash. Well, all right. Well, all right. Mm-mm. All I know is I accept all donations, but I'm not sending, fur up a panel, for that could be my content, and the content is having a beard war on people's heads to see, you get the most annoying people up there. See, that's the hustle part. You let these people on here on purpose because you know that somebody's gonna say, "Hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars to get that person off the panel." When the person is really foolish because all they gotta do is click off the video until the person leaves. But if you're gonna let them hustle you like that, of course they're gonna do it. Some folks make folks mods to get them into pay. I agree with that too. View, absolutely. There is foolishness to me. Foolish, But if you're gonna let them hustle you out of it, okay. It's the easiest hustle in the world because it's a voluntary hustle. So, yeah. I would never join or come back to a panel where I was unceremoniously dropped off for coin. Absolutely. What does that say about the content creator? What does that say about how the content creator values what you have to say on their panel, which is you are participating in content? What does that say about what the content creator thinks about you? You know, you shook your head and walked away, food junkie, right? I had to, child, me too. I just said, let me get on here and talk about foods, child. Let me do some content, child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, yeah. Well, that's called a. Well, we used to call it the Thunderdome over here. Now I've done that, but I ain't finna let nobody say I give you X amount of dollars to drop this. But no, why would I do that? But you can argue back and forth, and I'll let you. That's content too. You can do it for free. Mm-hmm. Do you think Pizarro should return the money? Jay Dunn is asking for it back since Ness. No, I don't think she should give the money back. Nope, no refunds. Nope. What I think is she shouldn't have never gave it to her in the first place. Maybe there'll be a lesson learned. You have to be accountable. I'm sorry for your foolishness. So absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why she willingly gave it. No, I don't think she's returning it. Why? That's what she get for giving it. That's what she get for giving it. So no, I do not think she should return it. No, I do not. Sure don't, and I mean that. Nope. Just like I don't think they should be putting people a price on people's heads. If you're gonna be foolish enough to give them the money, no, you shouldn't get it back. No. So go on and fund the gambling and the drunkenness and the highness. Go on and fund it. It's because you a fool for doing it in the first place. They're gonna learn to stay off those cash up. Yeah, one way or the other, I guess. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That is the quote of the day. Thank you, Food Junkie. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I absolutely agree with that. There are a whole lot of foolish people playing a whole lot of foolish games around here that is winning a whole lot of foolish prizes. Because truly, the only winner in this game, when it came to Jay Dunn and whoever the intel was giving up all that money, and Ness and whoever else was involved, the only winner around here was the person that received all those cash apps for doing absolutely nothing but putting a price on somebody's head. Number one, well, allowing a price on somebody's head, because these people are bidding these things voluntarily. She ain't say, if you give me X amount of dollars, I'll do this. No, they're volunteering it. You know, fund the fund the crab, I guess, crab legs and seafood boys of a person who said was getting over $800. I don't even think it's that. I think they're funding gambling and alcoholism and drug abuse. That's what I think they're funding. But that's just me. That's just my commentary, child. You have a beautiful day, Tisa. Thanks for dropping down. hmm But I'm glad you're doing your part, in helping the homeless and stuff. I think that's awesome. hmm I think that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with giving back. But there are so many in so many people in the world that actually need would greatly appreciate and need the support charity, from people like home. I think Tisa lives in California, so I heard that well, I know that there is a very large population of homeless people where Tisa lives, so I'm sure they greatly appreciate however it is that she chooses to bless them. Absolutely, but I wouldn't be doing it on YouTube. No, ma'am. hmm She always asking I guess, someone to buy her crab leg. Well, if they want to do that, that's what they're gonna do. Like I said, but I just find it very funny that people used to, talk very bad about Rita, and Rita was doing far more for them cash apps because she was actually doing entertainment than what's going on right now. So all you got to do is fill a panel full of people with people that are going to annoy other people, so that the other people can come in and say, "I'm gonna give you X amount of dollars to get these people off the panel," when I don't want to hear it, because I don't want to hear that person's voice. But the only thing you got to do is click off the video. You can do that for free. So not only are you putting these people that sharing your content up for putting a price on their head, you're actually putting a price on your own head. So you pimping after panel guests, right? And you being pimped by the people in the chat that's willing you to give these X amount of cash apps dollars. So everybody being pimped. And then the person that's willing to give the money, you the fool. They're pimping themselves out. They're pimping their panels out. Then the person that's purchasing it is the fool. You the trick. You the mark. You know. So yeah, it don't make no sense. Not to me. Not to me. But that's just my commentary. You know, they don't like my commentary. A stereotype. Is this is what we buy when we get extra money? Well, I don't know. They give their hard-earned money to bums that sit on. I agree, but then guess what? At the end of the day, it's their choice. It is their choice to do that. Absolutely their choice. If you want to be a fool, that's your choice. Absolutely. That part. I ain't about to give nobody that. Absolutely not, Kingsman. Absolutely not. That don't make no sense to me. But like I said, child, there's a fool born every minute, and there's also somebody born that's willing to take advantage of your foolishness. Okay, it's not even taking advantage because you're volunteering the funds. They don't even have to take advantage of you. You're volunteering the funds. Just foolishness. You know. And no, you're right, Food Junkie. No, she ain't the only one out here begging for lunch. No, she's not. That's the truth. Mm-hmm. That don't even sound right to me. So I have to provide you with something to eat. I have to provide you with something to smoke. I have to provide you with alcohol to drink, to wash it down with. And I have to fund you when you go gamble. So that means that's your child, right? You taking care of a whole child online. You got your own. This is your online child that you're supporting, because that's what it sounds like to me. And some people have no pride to get online and just beg like that for whatever reason. You have no pride. And why they don't even have to beg, because they're offering up the money, so they're not even begging for the money. People are throwing the money at them. So. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he was or not. I don't know. But I know she's not the only one. Pizarro is not the only one that does it. I do know that. You know. But if people are willing to do it, okay. All right. I want me a baby goat so bad. I want a couple of them. I want like 4. I really do. That's just, sorry. It's a side note. But yeah, these are just some of the things I want to mention, y'all. And like I said, I also think it's foolish for adults to be talking about we're gonna meet up somewhere to fight. I'm like, really? Ugh. How day class say? How the image of the black woman has gone down throughout the decades. And it is black women that is tarnishing the image of the collective of black women. But not realizing it's only we know that it's a small percent, only a small percent of black women like this. But it affects it puts that stereotype on the collective, and that's just foolish to me. Especially when you got a whole grown man, right, breathing his bad breath, and you got that right. They're not only funding her, they're funding him as well. And that fool don't have no pride in himself either for allowing it. Okay, I'm just saying. Just a little food for thought, y'all. Just a little food for thought. I just have to shake my head at some of this stuff. I hate to even come on here and drop a video anymore. I'd rather talk about birds. Did y'all see that bird that I was talking about on my community wall? The shoe-bill crane. I was like, wow, that is a very tall bird. I was like, that bird is taller than me. If y'all didn't see my community wall, y'all can take a look at that bird over there. It said it stand over 5 feet tall. I was like, well done. Even a bird is taller than me? That is ridiculous. It's no wonder my nephew calls me Munchkin now. That is crazy. I got a good little kiki when I seen that bird standing still, and it looks so strange. It looks like a costume. Y'all got to just check out my community, wild child. Mm-mm. It's crazy. That bird was taller than me. I never seen nothing like it. I was like, child, it's a lot of stuff taller than me. So I really hadn't paid attention or even want to come on and speak about anything else. I talked a little about that Nika Pretty Chocolate Girl situation. I think their whole situation is foolish because I mean, like, how you gonna get mad at Nika for doing commentary because of something that you did? Really? This what we doing now? So it's foolish to me. The whole money situation is foolish to me. The takers and the givers, foolish. And that whole grown women wanting to challenge somebody to an actual fisticuffs fight, to an actual, a scuffle. Actually, that's foolish to me. Because why in the world would you want to mess up your hair, your outfits, possibly your nails? I, I just, and why would you want to make yourself look like that? But some people have no couth, and so it just is what it is. Dang, that bird look like. Did you go look at it, Fuji? Yeah, it looks like it's got on a whole costume, don't it? But that's actually a bird. It's called the shoebill, and they say that it stands real still like that when it's hunting. I'm like, wow. Yep, fist fighting at 50, child. I ain't never seen nothing like which child. But these people sound crazy. And it ain't even her. You got people actually coming up traveling, paying money to travel to somebody's state to get in a fisticuffs fight with them. I'm like, huh? What do you clearly have nothing else to do in your world? Clearly. Clearly have nothing else to do, Chad. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I'm just chalking it up. It's madness and foolishness, But I don't mind come on talking about it sometime, But it's just unfortunate. How you doing, Nicole Reloaded? You know how you used to soar the next day after fight. How you used to be sore the next day after fighting. Had to soak it. Child, let me tell you something. I can't imagine somebody that's not in their 20s having to fight. Like you said, you'll be so sore and so out of breath. And I'm like, oh my God. And what if you have to get your hair redone and your nails redone? Did you know how much time that takes? I simply don't have the time or the energy or even the inkling of a iota of an effort. Child, I couldn't even let that something like that come out of my mouth. Oof, oof. Mm, mm, mm. Straight from the gate said, hey, Miss O, I live in Cali, so if they come here, I will be there to fit. I know that's right. Now, if I would like to know if the person even actually shows up to the location. Can you go to the location to see if the person even showed up? And maybe the other person didn't, or they both show up, and all they do is argue. Like, I would like to see that kind type of foolishness. I watch it. I watch. I watch. Child, it's ridiculousness. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Uh-uh. And Tracy wanting to fight somebody and she be wearing the wigs, girl, you must have some super glue bonding that wig to your head or something. I'm like, girl, girl. Mm-mm. Child, I'm shorter than the bird. Child, the bird is taller than me. I felt the way about that. That's the reason why I posted the picture on the video on the community wall. I felt away when they said the bird could stand over 5 feet tall. I'm saying, excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean? Over 5 feet tall. Excuse me? I felt away. I did. Child. I tell you, they be calling me Munchkin around here. My nephew, my 16-year-old nephew, calls me Munchkin. Okay? But if I have to, this Munchkin will still break him down in size. Okay? I'm just saying. But I let them have it. I do. Mm. It's just like I'm about to have to go to war, and I'm gonna get out of here. But y'all, I'm gonna have to go to war. It's this squirrel, right? Now, mind you, this is in part my fault, right? I don't want to get this big old tree that's in front of my house, in front of my porch, trimmed at all because it gives yeah, it's called a why would someone travel to another state? That is one of the first things you don't do in fighting. I mean, an adult, like, why would I wouldn't travel across the street to a fight for somebody to say I'm gonna, girl. It's just so droll. It's so day class. Say bird 5 feet something. Yes, they said the bird could stand over 5 feet tall. Hey, y'all listening from the sky. You 5'1", Creole butterfly child 5'2". Mm-hmm. I was 5'3" forever, all my adulthood. But I went to the doctor like a month ago, the primary care physician, and of course they give you a height, your weight. I am now 5'2", which means I'm shrinking, which means before it's all said and done, I will be the size of my grandmother. She shrank. hmm They but look what I thought Tracy was going to California to fight Lady Stu. Was I wrong about that? She's going to fight Lovely Love. Is that? I'm confused now. hmm You 5'2", J True. But yeah, you can feel my pain. Because everybody's around here's taller than me. Mm. I got a 10-year-old niece that's taller than me. Literally, like for real. I ain't never seen nothing like it. But I break them all down. I don't care how tall they are. Mm. I don't think anyone is going to fight. I hope not. They're just talking loud and saying nothing. And why would you even want to have that type of conversation though? Like, I agree with you, Lady Virgo, but to even let that come out of your mouth at your age, that you want to actually go to fisticuffs with somebody at your age, really? Ugh. Yep, today at one, Tracy and Lovely. Oh, really? So it's Tracy and Lovely, not Tracy and Lady Snoop. So they're gonna be going to fisticuffs in Texas. Okay. Hey, Claw. Not California. So I guess I had it wrong. Okay. Right, J True? Chad. My grandmother and aunt would say, I could eat soup off the top of their heads, right? Because of the child I was saying. Is that right? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Almost all of mine are taller than me, except for the babies. Child. They could get into the boxing ring. Child, why would they even want to do that? Those boxing gloves will mess up your nails. I can't. Mm. You be sweating your little hairstyle out. Mm. A tree in front of your house is not good feng shui. It blocks the good energy from coming into your. Let me tell you something about that tree in front of my house. It might not be good feng shui or whatever you calling it, but it's good coverage from the sun. I live in the south, honey. I live in the south. I don't want that tree pruned because it gives good shade to my porch. I live in the south. It's a different type. You must not live down south, child. But anyway, let me tell you about the squirrel, right? Okay, so last summer, the squirrel would sit perched in the tree that I refused to prune and look at me, right? So, oh, you live in the desert? Oh, wow, there are not many trees in the desert at all, right? They're cactuses, cacti, whatever they call it. So anyway, the squirrel would look at the tree with them red beady eyes and just look at me. And I look back at the squirrel, and we were coexisting, right? Now, this is an actual squirrel, y'all, right? So I went out on the porch the other day. No, but y'all, no, they don't get the hernia. Possibly not. Maybe this what the deal is, food junkie. So I don't know, but I can't do that. No. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. But anyway, so like I said, the squirrel was looking at me. Let me tell y'all this, right? I'm gonna have to do a whole squirrel chronicles because the squirrel has been giving me. Okay, so right, so it would just look at me, But I went out on the porch the other day. It was warm outside. And I said, well, let me go out here, clean off my porch and, get things ready for the pollen that's supposed to invade my world. Okay, so I want to get the jump on spraying the porch, because it's like tree pollen right now, but come next month, it's just gonna be orange yellow everywhere. Hey, Lady Tia, right? So I go out there to try to see, what it is that I need to do the same thing I do every summer. Well, why was the squirrel on the other end of my porch, perched up on a pillar, looking at me? Well, come to find out, so the mister came home and I was like, well, can you, see what's like going on in the front with that squirrel? He was like, you crazy, ain't nothing going on with that squirrel, you paranoid about the squirrel. I'm like, no, please go see what's going on with the squirrel. Right? So he took the letter. Well, come to find out, the squirrel has done built a home on the edge, of because the porch has got a like an overhang. You know what I mean? Not not the roof, but the roof that's over the overhang of the porch, right? It's done built a nest right there. So the squirrel has taken up residence on my porch. It has moved from the tree to the porch, to the actual porch. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to call pest control, right? Because I don't want this squirrel bothering me in the summer. Okay. Yeah, Lady Tia. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, this porch ain't paying no rent. I am not renting at a room to the squirrel. The squirrel got to go. It's like, no. You ain't put nothing in on nothing. And you perched up on my porch, you got the nerve to be looking at me with them red beady eyes like I am bothering you on my porch. Okay. The squirrel got to go. Okay, so I was like, well, how are we going to get rid of the squirrel? He said, either you get rid of the nest, which the squirrel will probably come back and build another one anyway. You know what I mean? Not to mention the tree issue, because I refuse to get the tree pruned. I don't care. Nobody say I'm not getting that tree pruned. Okay. The tree is going to be left alone. I don't want to call pest control and like decease the squirrel or anything. I would just like for the squirrel, I'll cash up you $500 for the squirrel to say, up, that's okay. I ain't gonna take it, Nicole. It could be a comma right there, and it could be $500,000 in the cash up, and that squirrel got to go. He ain't putting nothing on nothing. He got to go. Okay? He got to go. Because every time I go on my porch, that squirrel is looking at me like I am inconveniencing that squirrel, like he owned the place. I'm thinking, oh no, you're confused, boo. You're confused. And I even think he invited friends over to boot. Yes, the squirrel is living rent free and inviting friends over. So basically, you're a bum. You're roof surfing. You know, like I didn't say people are couch surfing and all of this and all of that. He's roof surfing. Like he's what is it when you take over a home, the home is not lived in by anybody, eminent domain or public domain, or what is it to call? And you leave me alone, food junkie. And you like you go in that place and you take up residence. Yeah, it is a squatting squirrel. The squirrel got to go. Gangster groundhog that I have. He comes to my patio door and just that's what I be talking about. A squatter. And they be hollering they got squatters' rights and all. That squirrel is not squatting on my roof. I promise y'all that. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to have the squirrel exterminated. I would just like the squirrel to move it right along. I don't want to have to call pest control because it ain't doing nothing but watching me. But it's for the fact that you done perched up, and you can cause damage to the home like that. If you get that comfortable. So I've got a dilemma. Do I call pest control to get rid of the squirrel, or do I just let the squirrel be the squirrel and just squat forever? Like I'm confused. Well, I'm not confused. I just don't want to, pest control the squirrel. Like I really want the squirrel to live and be free just somewhere else. So anyway, that's what I was gonna say. Now I have I have mentioned that perhaps we can trap the squirrel, but this squirrel is so smart. I don't think it's going. Because you don't ever know when the squirrel is watching. Because I think it's so smart, it's not going to go for the trap. So either I let the squirrel live or I call pest control. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want the squirrel to burrow inside of the roots. You know what I mean? Like I really don't want that, and I think that's what's going to happen if I don't do something. I gave the groundhog a little area on the side of my deck. Oh wow! But now he wants to run the entire yard. That's see how they go. Yeah, they squirrels are very smart animals. They sure are. Mm-hmm. Entire yard and come by my patio every day. Ain't that something, Simone? I mean, the squirrel just be looking at me like, "Why are you out here?" Cause it's my house. Like, why are you looking at me like that? Cause I live here. You don't. So yeah. So now I'm in the midst of a squirrel war, y'all. That's what's going on in my world. I am in the midst of a squirrel war, but I'm gonna win. I sure am, cause it's my property. I'm going to win. Mhm. I had a squatter once. It didn't work out too well for him. Ooh, a two-leg one. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Well, this one has got four legs and a really pretty tail and these big beady red eyes that I don't appreciate. And it's gotta go. Uh-huh. Him and his friends gotta go. I'm just saying. Hmm. But anyway, I hated to burden y'all with that. That felt so good saying it out loud. Now I realize it sounds crazy to me in my head that I really am having like this type of issue. But like I'm offended. I'm offended by the squirrel. I am. The nerve. The nerve to think it can live free. The nerve. Child, it don't make no sense. I'm offended. But anyway. Mm-mm-mm. The squirrel run Quantico. Right. You at work laughing, kiss your child. That squirrel don't like me, Nicole. The squirrel want to just live free. It just wants to squat. That squirrel don't like me. Uh-uh. Because if it liked me, it would have stayed in that dang tree. It was already watching me. Child. That squirrel got to go. But I'm going to let y'all know what happened. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. But anyway, before I get off of here, it is so sad what happened in Nashville the other day. Them poor babies, as well as those people. You know that black custodian that was killed. I think they said he had like, was it 7 kids and 14 grandkids or something? I was like, oh my god, it was so sad. Nicole said the squirrel sound like my ex-husband. That's cold. That's cold, Nicole. Oh my god. The ma'am. Oh Lord. But yeah, that's I'm sure this is so scary. Like I can't imagine. Like oh my goodness. Mm-mm. You're a mess, Kings Mina. Everything you said about that squirrel. That squirrel that said about you. Right. 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 Child. Mm, I agree. I can't pronounce your name. Nika. Tanika. But you agree that squirrel talking about me, but the squirrel is one that's squatting. The squirrel ain't paid for nothing. Did you see the story of the wife? Yes, I did on live. Yes, yes, a whole domestic violence issue. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is horrible. Truly, truly horrible. But I tell you one thing. One thing I can say: the squirrel gonna lie you up. The squirrel gonna lose. I appreciate those police officers acting so fast because they say that the Within 14 minutes, the police were on site, and within 3 minutes of the police entering the school, the situation was taken care of. If y'all know what I mean. And so, because of that, because they acted so quickly, it was not a Uvalde situation. Because they said the woman that did the shooting had two pump shotguns and a handgun. You know how much damage that can cause? That is crazy. But she was quickly neutralized. There was no let's peek around the corners for hours. And I don't know. This is Tennessee, honey. They're gonna handle the situation. Okay? They're gonna handle it real quickly. Really, really quickly. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna handle it in the state of Tennessee. They're not gonna stand down for hours and let you continue your no. They're gonna go in there and they're gonna get you. That's what's gonna happen around here. That's what they said, Samara. Yeah, I heard that too. What do they have to do with those children? Them babies was all 9 years old. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would call those officers heroes as well. Because they're gonna handle it around here. I'm telling you now, they're not standing down for hours. They're not waiting to see. They're not gonna be scared to neutralize the situation. Because they would rather do that anyway. So like yeah, how can a woman do that to children? That's the first question that popped in my mind. You know. Yeah, they said she texted her friend and said she gonna die today or something like that. And they said the friend called the dad and the dad said you need to contact authorities or something like that. You know. Yeah, to an elementary school, a Christian elementary school of all places. I was like, oh my goodness, that is so horrible. So horrible. I can't imagine what those families are going through. I can't even imagine what the students that survived are going through. You know, it is hard for people to send their kids to school these days, you know, because you don't know if something like this is going to happen. They did walk into the line of fire and took her out up out of her. That's what's going expeditiously. That's right, Nicole. That's what's going to happen around here. They're going to neutralize the situation with the quickness. There will no be standing around and waiting. Not around here. She clearly didn't know where she was living. I'm thinking, girl, what you think was going to happen? Because they're going to pop you in the state of Tennessee and move it right along. It's not going to be no standoff for hours. They don't do the standoffs around. They're not good with them. They're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Not around here. Mm-mm. Nope. Wrong state for that. But I'm glad they went in there and neutralized the situation as quickly as they did. I hate that it even happened in the first place. Like, what are you thinking? Like, why would you do that? That don't make sense to me. It's nonsense, but we know that you can't reason with madness. We know that. But I'm just glad no more of those children had to be taken away from their families. And no even no any I'm just glad it was neutralized as fast as it was. Because, like I said, as soon as they got to the school, they neutralized the situation. And so I was so thankful to hear that. So thankful to hear that. You know. And so, yeah. I feel no compassion for the shooter at all. I don't care what her situation was. What them kids them did to exacerbate your situation, they were 9. You know, right, Lady Till? I agree. Lord have mercy. It's so scary to even send them out the house. You know, it don't make no sense. But for a woman to do that, it's rare. For a woman to do something like that, it's really rare. And so, wow, I was just like, wow. But to be doing that to a little elementary school, just in general, any type, I don't care if it was a high school, to be doing something like that, I just, that is just beyond my comprehension. Come on now. Mm-mm. People shouldn't have to think twice about sending their kids to school to get their education. You know, and so yeah, it's just sad. But anyway, I just want to bring it up, and and I put it, on my wall. I had it on there to took the video down because I was asking you guys to just send prayers and positive energy, to everybody involved in the situation. All the victims, the survivors, the officers that acted so quickly. It's just, oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Right, right, Claude. I agree. It said, did you see there is a update on the baby brothers? No, no, I didn't see that. No, I did. What's the update, real quick, before I get off of here? What's the update, Lady T? Because no, I didn't see that. The foster parents are locked up and headed to trial. Oh, are they really? I I thought the foster parents had been locked up for a while. Was I wrong in thinking that? A bulletproof backpack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even a bulletproof backpack. That's just limited. Coverage. You know what I mean? It's just nobody should. You know what, Nicole? The sad thing is, you shouldn't even have to be thinking about having to buy your baby a bulletproof backpack to go to school and get an education. That's just so sad to me. For parents to even have to be considering something like that. That's just so sad. Yeah, they said she has attended the school as a child. But to even have to consider that, is just sad. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to me, y'all. Every time it happened, every time don't make no sense. Why are you going here and bothering these people's children? Oh my good. Yeah, we never found them babies. Yes, yes, yeah. Um, they now say them boys never made it to the house. Wow. Oh wow. I'm not even surprised about that, Lady Tia. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't think there was excuse for what she did either. No excuse at all. Not to me. Nope. Nope. She did. Her parents should have got her help. They knew she wasn't right. But see, here's the thing about that, Samara. That's not on her parents either, because this woman was 28 years old. When you're 28 years old, you're an overgrown adult. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, you have to they can't force an adult to get any kind of mental health help. They couldn't force her to do that, you know. And so she is the only one that is accountable for what she did, not her parents. She's 28 years old, you know. I know, Nicole. Nobody wants to think like that, but it's so sad that you even have to. It even have to cross your mind. You know what I mean? To go to school, really, child. Let's say they been gone. Oh, 3 or 4 months. Really? Oh wow. I'm gonna have to try to look up that update. I'm gonna have to. But yeah, y'all, that's a whole grown woman. A whole grown woman. It's not her parents' fault. I don't blame them for that. I sure don't. It ain't like they're like that teenager that they had on trial. I don't know if his trial is over with, where the parents were on trial also because they bought the child, a firearm, whatever, and they had been in the school earlier. They had concerns about him, and they did nothing about it. That's not that type of situation, This is a grown woman going into an elementary school and doing that. That's crazy. Mm. Didn't know she was 28. I guess they were showing old picture. Yes, they said they before they said her name, they said her age. Uh-huh. Her parents could accept her. Okay, and I'm sure that's very okay. I'm sure that weighed on her because her parents could accept her lifestyle. What does it have to do with her going to that school and doing what she did? Them babies and them other grown people in that school don't have nothing to do with that. And for if people are trying to use it as an excuse or have some kind of sympathy and compassion for what she did, everybody got a right to do what they want to. But you didn't get none of that from me. It's not happening over here. There's no excuse for that to me. That happened here in Michigan. There is 2 cities from another. Oh wow, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. That's just how I feel about it, y'all. But that's just this just my personal commentary, and I really wanted to, every time something like this happens, it really weighs heavily on me, especially when it comes to the school and children, and I can't wrap my mind around it. Why the school of all places? My goodness gracious alive. Mm, 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 mm. Oof. I remember when I was a kid, the thing that I used to grumble about when it came to school was going to school was getting up and getting there. you know, Getting up the next morning and getting there. But I never had to not want to go to school because you don't know if there's going to be an active shooter in your school. No, it wasn't like that. It was about the getting up and getting there for me. You know. And so my how things have changed. There's no wonder that they're now, speaking all the time about mental health, and especially as it pertains to young people. They've got so much more on them. They got social media weighing down on them. They don't know if they go to school, if they're gonna make it home or not. They got a lot the all the extra vices that they're not safe. And that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to me, y'all. But it is what it is. I guess. We just have to pray and just keep the little ones that are close to us as safe as we can, you know? And you can't isolate the kids. That is another mental health issue. You want to isolate them to keep them safe, but that's also doing more harm than good. They have a right to live their lives. They have a right to their education. They have a right to go to school and not be in fear of that type of thing going on, along with all of the other stresses of going to school. You got to add that on top of it. Lord have mercy. Mm, mm. So I just been praying about it. It's a shame. I can't imagine. But anyway, let me get off of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you came in late, please be part of the replay game. Y'all know I be trying to get on here, child, and talk about something when I can, when I can, because a lot of this stuff that I be seeing, I've noticed that I've started logging on less and less. You know, um, because I just don't have the patience for a lot of this anymore. And so yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Tanika one. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Klaus said. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of transgender people that are going through similar issues, but they aren't. Absolutely, Klaus. I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely. There's no excuse for that. In my opinion, I don't care what you're going through in life. There's no excuse to do something like that. And it's just, but you can't reason with madness, and so you just have to pray about it. You know, you just have to pray. My goodness, that don't make no sense. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for listening to my commentary. Y'all know I don't beef no more, but I don't mind letting y'all know what I think about something when it come up. If I choose to want to talk about it or not. Like I said, I'll be missing. I'm sure I'll be missing out on a whole lot because it even takes me it takes a large amount of strength for me to even log on this app half the time anymore. you know but I'll be trying to do what I can do for my nomads and my Miss O. Thank you so much. Oh, hey Rita, I'm at work listening. But yeah, they had a problem with me asking for cash apps, but not that. Yeah, you right, Rita, and that's what I said. They used to have a problem with Rita asking for cash apps. Oh my goodness, it was a big thing back in the day. Rita asking for cash apps. But Rita's doing skits and stuff, and she's actually entertaining people for those cash apps. But now all they gotta do is get 5 or 6 people on a panel that a lot of folks don't like and put a price on their head, and then they get and then that's how they get their cash apps written. And so this it was very interesting to me, how things have changed around here. But girl, Rita, I am so proud of you. You are so beautiful. Do you realize it's a lot of people hating on you when you be posting your pictures online, Rita, that how good you looking now and stuff? A lot of them just be hating on you, girl. A lot of those derogatory comments that you get about you, they want to keep you in the past. You know, that's all they want to do. But you're doing so good, Rita, and I'm so proud of you. And you so pretty. Just a beautiful woman. And you got a lot of haters around here. So just continue to do you, child. That is you are doing awesome. And folks don't mind when you a train wreck. They good with that. You know what I mean? But when you start doing better, when you're no longer a train wreck, oh, they really got a problem with you then. If y'all notice that, they really got a problem with you then. When you're no longer that train wreck. We just said, right? They don't even entertain no more. They don't. Uh huh. They do be hating. That's why I stay out here. I know that's right because you're absolutely right. They be hating, child. Don't listen to the haters. You are a beautiful woman. You are doing your thing, and I'm so proud of you. But let me get off of here, y'all. I really got to go, and I honestly, somebody's ringing my doorbell. I think this is my delivery. But y'all, keep doing what you're doing. Y'all stay safe. Be blessed. Please hit that like button on your way out the door. Please be part of the replay gang. If you came in late, thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, let me get off of here, and I am going to talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.